the whole area, tons of people. We're near the dungeon entrance, so it's a little bit of a park area. And Sapphire Moon is standing there. Probably they're just like a little bit of maybe they're standing on a rock to be a little bit higher than everyone else. And they're trying to address the crowd. Everyone is panicked. There's probably a lot of people who just came up from the dungeon going like, oh shit, everyone's dying. All right, everyone. Okay, if everyone could just calm down, we are trying to come up with a plan here. The first floor boss has just entered, and I understand a lot of players have just died. We can't just go charging in there. Doesn't matter if we just charge in with numbers. We need a plan.
Why are you so calm? My big brother just died in there.
There's nothing to be gained by panicking. We have to approach this calmly, or else more people are going to die.
But I mean, it just took out so many of them. Like, what are we supposed to do against something that could take out 800 of us?
Right. And I don't think it took out all 800 at once. I think this was over a couple of hours, but still, we're going to try to come up with a plan. So we have some people that are researching what this creature is, and maybe if we can get a number of people who can do debuffs and stuff.
You don't know what it is and you want us to go fight that thing? What's wrong with you?
Well, we're researching it first before we go in there.
What if we set someone up as bait?
No, okay, no. We're not going to do that. I understand the bait thing has been suggested a number of times, but no, we are not doing the bait thing.
I don't want to die. Maybe we just stay here in the city. It's safer here.
Yeah, I mean, we could just stay here, It's got everything we need, and, we don't have to go too far into the dungeon.
This is going to be a volunteer basis. Everyone who wants to go do the fight will be able to join. We're not all just going to be charging in there head forward and forcing everyone to go.
So we're going to walk slowly?
What?
Very slowly.
What if we burn the forest down?
We've already had that suggestion, and there seems to be quite a large contingent of people against it.
Hippies!
What we need to do is we're going to gather a number of representatives amongst the people, and we're going to gather together into the town hall and come up with a plan. So if all guild leaders will meet me, as well as representatives of the masses, you can all figure out who your spokesperson is. Meet me at the guild hall. And we're going to get this figured out.
I don't want to be a representative. I don't want to be a representative.
I want to be a representative.
I just don't want to die.
I don't want to be a representative.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Escaping Carcosa Online Edition. We're hopping into Pathfinder because we are hunting after a big boss today. We're going to see who survives. We're going to see who perishes from such a beast. But before we hop into this tale, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Lucas. I will be your GM for the evening. My pronouns are he, him. Marquis.
Hi everybody, I'm Marquis, and I am constantly dancing during every single one of these intros, despite the fact you cannot see me. My pronouns are he, him, and I am playing Akihiko, the Magus, who is also he, him, and very excited to throw people to the wolves, so to speak.
And Aubrey.
Hello, I am Aubrey, and I am playing Nysla, your local gunstigator, who is against throwing people to the wolves, and is still... doesn't really want to burn the woods down, but is really trying to see the other options, and we both use she, her pronouns.
And Shen.
Hello, I'm Shen, playing Lune Cross, a summoner who's about to get baited.
Alrighty, and we will not be having Cassie / Morrigan here for this session, but don't worry, they will be back and punching things every session from here on out. One person has to be punched per session, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, she wasn't really punching anybody last session, so...
Oof, that fight. Alrighty. let's do a recap. So last time we had the group split into two. We had the 3 party members, Akihiko, Morrigan, and Lune, were leaving from the alleyway to go to the fighting pits. They were going to try to sign up, see what's going on, see how the PvP worked there. They found out that the PvP system does not kill people in the fighting pits, and it does heal you back after you're done. You can wager gold, win money, items, all that kind of good stuff. So Morrigan and Lune entered. Lune won on the second turn, and Morrigan's battle went for about 6 turns before it had ended with Morrigan's defeat. After that, Lune had tried to hand off some melted ice, aka water, in some parts of the world, and was trying to give it to the person that they were fighting against, and managed to make a friend. Akihiko, meanwhile, had talked to a troll known as Horde Destroyer, and had learned about that there's information in the library. So Akihiko left. Meanwhile, Nysla was speaking to Smiley, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Smiley has a long list of friends, so Nysla kind of set up something with Smiley that if either group learn of something, then they have an open line of communication. Nysla left that place and ran into Akihiko. They go to the library, find out there is someone there named the Historian, some horrific creature that lives in the rafters. And they brought you books that you needed. Always the perfect book. They're so helpful. So the party then was researching what to do about this creature. Turns out the creature was something known as a Wendigo. It was the very first one in this world. So the party got together, and were sharing information on this. Before that, Lune and Morrigan had run into Sapphire Moon, talked to Sapphire Moon about how everyone's trying to get together, go down to fight the thing, came back. Everybody met up, but Akihiko decided they had bait. So they went over to the theater kids, kicked open the door, and threw their net. Alright, we're going to start off. Akihiko, you toss open this door, and it's open. It's like a little community theater, and the light just comes in. You know the light was dim because they're role-playing some weird thing, trying to do a bunch of improv there. The light shines down as they're all hunched over. They're wearing these cloaks. They look over at you, all collectively hissing, and one of them pulls back their hood.
Oh, Akihiko?
Hi.
What can we do for you?
Just unwraps the kimono to let it fall to expose more of himself. I have a proposition for all of you. So, you all like acting, right?
We don't like acting. We live for acting.
Yes, of course you do. Walks past them and tail, caresses the side of that person's face. You all live to act. Tell me, would you die for acting?
Yeah, we would, right, gang? And everyone's like, yeah, of course. Hell yeah. I think I already died. That person's an automata. They're this robotic person. I can't feel anything. I died inside.
Oh, well, we can maybe figure out whether or not you have feelings, physical or metaphysical, later. However, we need some great actors to lure something that only goes after the helpless. And I see such strong, capable bodies here. I'd hope that someone here would be able to, provide the acting skills necessary for a good death scene, or stranded scene, or desperate scene.
I'm gonna need you to roll that diplomacy.
Oh, that is a natural 19.
Ooh.
For a pure 19.
All right, so they are looking at one another, and at first, it's uncertain glances at one another as they're trying to figure out what they're going to do. But then, the spark of determination.
Yeah, we could do this, gang, right? We can lure the creature out with our wonderful acting performances. What is this creature? Is it a lizard folk? Is it a gnoll?
It's called a Wendigo.
Well, I don't know what that is.
Well, it's kind of like a really big monkey.
Okay.
But here's the reward I'm offering. We'll all do this, and with your help of defeating the first level boss and getting us one step closer to,
Oh, it's a first level boss?
getting out of here, I guess. I will make certain, and just like swings a hand around the empty auditorium, that every seat in this place is filled for the heroes who so graciously put their lives on the line to get us home.
First level boss, right?
First level boss?
First level ones, this might not be that hard. Yeah. You know what, I think, like, if it was like the third or the fourth, I'd say no. Hard no, but like, first level one, it should be fine.
I mean, by the time I'm third or fourth boss, I should be strong enough to handle this by myself.
They all nod at one another. And yeah, okay.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, yeah. We're in.
Excellent. And just like goes by and like just lightly touches each one of them in some intimate place. A shoulder, a cheek, a hand. If you would all follow me, I have a plan to present to the town. And picks up the kimono and starts walking out.
Wait, we have to all get in costume.
Okay, you all change and meet me down at the guild hall.
Okay.
Just walks by, self-satisfied, like the cat that ate the canary.
Do you come back to the rest of the party, and everyone's there just kind of hanging out, not too far away from this community theater.
Well, I have what we need for our little trap.
Oh, you found the bait.
Okay, that's, I would prefer to avoid using that term, but yeah, sure.
They know what they are signing up for, and they are consummate professionals. He is smirking his ass off. Like, he's so close to just busting out in hysterical laughter.
I wonder how many Broadway stars got locked up in this game.
I would say -3.
Yeah, it checks out.
But we have a plan that we need to present to the town. We need other people to at least keep them alive. I am not trying to just send people to die for nothing.
I would hope so.
I'm not that cruel and heartless. So we ready to go?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's meeting up, what, was it the guild hall? And I have Smiley spreading the message of, like, what's going on and, like, that we're looking for volunteers and to come to there, and we'll go over the plan, so. And Smiley can get a message around.
I should certainly hope so. Two of you have everything you need?
I'm gonna run and grab some supplies that I think will be helpful really quickly, but then I'll meet everybody at the guild hall.
Alright.
I know what I need, I just need to go grab it.
Lune.
Nope. I got Lune 2.0 and I'm ready to fight.
Excellent. Akihiko weaves his arm into yours and just starts walking with you, just very self-satisfied.
Do you do both for Lune and Lune 1.1?
Oh yeah, you know, like, my entourage.
Lune 2.6. So you all are heading off. Dan Noodles is just walking, trotting along beside all of you. And Morrigan's coming along as well. You see there are crowds of people, just very large crowds of people that are all around, going near like the guild house. Some of them are near the entrance to the dungeon. You see there are still people coming out of the entrance of the dungeon, and they look heavily wounded, like terrified as they're quickly scrambling up. Some of them have like bits of frost on them as they're getting out of there. The doors to the guild hall open up. You see there are so many people in here. There is a person, though, that you see, this dwarf bard. He's waving. He's got like this lute on his back, large braided beard. Hey, yeah, hi.
Hi. Wait, hot or not?
Well, let's see.
We gotta roll.
That's the whole reason we use Roll20.
Mm-hmm.
82.
Oh,
Everyone's
God
good looking in
damn
this.
it.
Oh, I guess why would you, aim to make your character?
Except for the theater kid.
Yeah, the theater kid wasn't that great.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm here for hot dwarves.
Yeah, they've really taken care of themselves too. Just perfectly braided their beard. They got their hair all combed out. Oh, hey, yeah, Sapphire Moon had me waiting for all of you. We got a number of the other guild leaders. Are you all in a guild?
No, but we have a plan.
Okay, perfect. Hey, that's better than half of them. All right, follow me.
And we'll just take the new person's arm and just start walking with them. Aki goes on to Cloud 9 right now for some reason.
Yeah, so Cakeblade is leading you along, and you eventually make it to this one hallway, and you go through there. There's a number of doors, and you see there's this one guild door. it says the Silver Shield. And knocks a few times, the door opens up. The room itself is very beautifully decorated. Everything looked new, like just cleaned, everything they just set up. They set up their guild, I think, like just today. So they have like a large shield on the side of the wall, and it has like this cerulean blue flame on it. They have like all these like weapons and stuff along the walls that are set up, and a very large table, and you see a number of people are sitting at this table. Time for some NPCs. You see, of course, Sapphire Moon is there. Cakeblade takes a seat right by her. You see there is the orc woman that you saw in the fighting pits, the Lily of Death, as well as Horde Destroyer. You see Amber Guardian is sitting there with Houndman. You see Smiley is there for some reason. Divine Amaranth is there, and you know that is the leader of the Helping Hand, the Guild of Healers. And you see there's another person named Data Hammer. There is one named Chili Lover. Chili is in the food. Chili Lover is a large orc, and Data Hammer is this automata that actually Morrigan fought.
Right.
So a lot of these people are all sitting down at the table. You see that there's a map laid out of the first floor dungeon. It looks like it's been somebody just like kind of drew it up quick, and there's little figurines that they put down on this map, and everyone's trying to talk about, well, what the hell is this thing? What are we even going to do about it? And as you all take your seats.
How loud is the, conversation going?
It's not super loud, but it is, aggressive. Everyone's very much on edge because there's been so many deaths.
Lune, would you do me a favor and break something in the room?
Oh, sure. And I get Lune 2.6 to go over there and smash the vase on the ground.
Whoa! Everyone just kind of falls back a little bit. Sapphire goes, what the hell? I just bought that.
Lune, you are the best.
Thank Lune 2.6. He's a stinking animal.
Lune 2.6 shrugs.
Well, now that everyone is quiet, I think that everything that you've all said up to this point is absolutely irrelevant. Allow us to enlighten you on what's going on. Nysla, would you please give the information?
Am I back from my errands?
Oh, may not be.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot that you were running off on errands. I thought everyone was together.
I mean, it literally was just me running to an alchemist, throwing them 12 gold, and be like, I need 4 alchemists fire.
Okay, so yeah, we had that quick flash of you. You literally throw the gold, what the hell? You grab them off the shelf and you run.
Yep.
Don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it.
So yeah, right as you're,
don't
Akihiko, you're saying this, the door opens and Nysla walks through, pushing up her glasses.
I love a person who knows how to make an entrance.
I will stuff the alchemist fire in my bag, and then just be like, yes, we, through research and everything, we believe we've figured out what this creature is. The books say it is a thing called a Wendigo, which I think I remember from a very old movie, or was a game. I don't remember.
Probably remember it from the game Until Dawn.
Yes, that was it. But that it's, lore. It was somebody in town who hated things and then decided to kill people, and, now it's killing us, so...
Eat them. It is a cannibal.
Yes, eat them. Kill them and eat them. And, but we did learn that it does not like fire, and its kind of weakness is fire, so if we can sort of use fire in a way to corral it into a very specific area. We have a bunch of groups, each with a bunch of torches or any kind of fire spells that you have. We can all corral everybody, hopefully corral it all into a central area and then fight it.
Allow me to add a couple of details to this.
Yes.
We need a hexagonal net. 6 different teams will go out. Under each of those teams needs to pony up 25 gold. There's a lovely eldritch horror in the marketplace selling something called an emitter, a distortion emitter. It can just make a group of people invisible. So the Wendigo only likes to go after stragglers, people stranded. I have so graciously decided to lend the services of my theater troupe to be the bait in this particular trap. Please do not let my theater troupe die. I like them alive.
The Lily of Death, well, I'll just refer to Lily at this point, leans forward. So, you're gonna have your theater kids be hunted by a creature that has already eaten well over 800 people. We're going to try to force this thing into a net of fire in the woods.
Pretty much.
Do we know if the woods can burn down?
Probably. They are woods.
I don't think the plan is to burn the woods down, because we are in a video game, but still, something like that we would like to avoid. The woods burning down, I believe, is our last-ditch attempt to try to get at this thing.
Yes, okay. That Fire Moon sits up. We're not burning down the woods. We've so much backlash about this already from so many people, including the NPCs seem really heated about the idea of us burning down the woods. There's, I don't know, some sort of thing there. All right, so you want us to purchase these emitters from this eldritch horror. I think you're talking about the Merchant.
Mm-hmm.
It will only be called the Merchant.
No other name.
No other name.
That's right. A lot of these weird creatures, just their names are always pertaining to what they do. The Mayor, the Merchant, the Historian.
Oh yeah, we met him.
I hate this town.
Me too.
I think it's a lovely place.
So we'll have these groups move in. Now, what we need to do is figure out who can all cast spells, how many healers we can gather, how many people who can take a hit, as well as accumulate any kind of potions, special items, that kind of stuff. Is there anything that each group has? And you see, each of the guilds, the leaders are they're hitting a few buttons in their inventory as there are these large bags of gold are appearing and items. And so they're all sort of sorting through what they have. Some people already have a weapon that has a fire attribute to it, which is helpful, things like that.
I'm going to pull out the water gun and start filling it with alchemist fire.
That is smart.
And just so we're all aware, the point of this exercise, and he kind of draws out the points of the hexagon, is to first draw it to a particular area, then draw it to the direct opposite, so that we can help enclose it within that area without causing a lot of environmental damage. The people under the emitter, however, should have lit torches and the like, so that when the Wendigo takes the bait, can immediately drop their emitters, and thus the person who is alone is not technically alone. It'll run away, go after what it thinks are the stragglers, and basically catch itself with its cannibalistic greed.
Alright, this all seems super rad, as Chili Lover speaks up. But who's gonna be the first one? Someone's gotta be that first unlucky soul that may, the timing might not be right.
I have...
Oh, it will be me. I'm the perfect bait.
No, Lune, you're going to be in the middle with us. You have to help us fight it. And he just, Akihiko just thinks of that first theater kid that he met, who he said that he would come to the improv show. I think.
If they die, I don't have to go to the improv show.
And the door once more opens in dramatic fashion.
We've arrived.
As the theater troupe step in, and they have really over-the-top, hero-looking costumes, the cape over one shoulder flowing down to the ground, very noticeable, whites and reds and, dark blues. And these theater troupe walk in, and everyone's eyes go up, and Sapphire Moon sort of, winces. Yeah, that's gonna get some attention.
Akihiko slinks over to the person in question and, drapes himself across this person and just, pets them under the chin you'll be the opening act for my little play, won't you?
The opening act?
We need an opener for this show. I think you are the perfect person for it.
I do have the best skills amongst the group. I'm also level 2, so...
Oh, just so wonderful to see someone so equipped for this job.
They're all nodding at one another oh, we finally did it. Our first big show. Okay, so all the people who have signed up, we have a list going. People are joining parties that are set up by my guild. It looks like we have about 150 people. It has really slowed down of people who are interested in volunteering for this. But it's still quite a bit of people to take on one creature. I think this is good.
Now we just have to figure out who all is going to be in the center. Really fighting.
I think it would make sense to have definitely the highest level people go in for this fight. If we just send in a lot of level 1s, they're just going to die. It's better that they be on support, maybe use items that help people, heal people, buffs, that kind of stuff. Even just ranged attacks.
Agreed.
A lot of people, like you see, like there's some people like from each of the guilds that are coming in there. They're being like handed gold and being like, all right, go buy these things from the merchant. And like, the alchemist fire is going to be out of stock very shortly at the alchemist and general stores, everything. So torches are being bought up. Supplies are getting readied as these people are all gearing up. They're, polishing up their armor and everything. Everyone is terrified. They are getting ready to march off to essentially march to war. Is there anything you would like to do before going down to the forest?
I just have some questions about the stats for the water gun. Just like, does it have multiple capacity? Can I have multiple in there? And if so, how many?
I think it could hold, we'll say it has like ammo capacity of 2 for the water gun.
And just uses like just the basic,
Yeah.
2 hit and all that, and uses the damage of whatever's in it.
That's right. So like if you're just firing actual water or like oil or something, it's not going to necessarily damage the creature. But if you're using something like alchemist fire, then yeah, you'd use the alchemist fire damage.
Yep. Cool. That's what I wanted to make sure. And not me in the background looking up quotes from the thing for the perfect moment.
Nice.
Akihiko just makes sure the spells are set, and kind of just play with the theater kids. He's just like, he recognizes insecure people, and so he's just feeding them a lot of lavish compliments to keep their egos high.
Did we ever give the main theater kid a name?
No, can we please?
Yeah, I'm going to go with, their name is Melvan.
Melvan.
Definitely getting that feeling.
They gotta come up with a stage name.
That is their stage name.
Oh, unfortunate. What were they named before? Archibald?
It was Nelvin was their real name. They thought Melvin was a step up. They didn't want to stray too far because, if somebody calls their stage name and they don't know what it is, then,
Oh boy.
that's their main goal, is to really just deliver such a fine performance. And so, yeah, you're talking with these theater kids, and they're excited. They really don't grasp the dangers of this situation quite yet.
And I think that for a brief moment, Akihiko feels bad, because this is probably like one of the very few times he's been in a group of people who seem to just like genuinely like him, and he feels like comfortable enough to just talk to them and be chummy, physical, that he for a second wants to be like, you kids are idiots, but knows, like, no, if we're going to make progress, I'd rather them be ignorant and figure out afterwards. And so I think becomes a lot warmer to all of them, and then goes up to Melvan. Melvan.
Mm-hmm.
Quick question: is there a magic mirror in this world where you can just create yourself?
I think there's probably like an option. Say there's like maybe like a salon or something you can go to where like you can get things redone.
He like goes up there, just like takes Melvin's hand and like looks at him very seriously in the eyes, like, when we're done, I'm going to take you to the salon, and we're going to rename you.
Rename me?
Yes,
Why do you want to do that?
I like you, and
I'm Melvan.
you are so endearing. We'll at least take you to the salon when this is done. Okay?
Okay, I'm thinking highlights, maybe.
A nice fresh haircut can fix anything.
Yeah.
Totally. I just think, if top to bottom. We're just gonna make you into the movie star you are.
I appreciate that. Thank you for really looking out for us. You know, you had this opportunity, and it helps propel our whole bardic group forward. And you came to us, and I just want to say we all really appreciate that.
And Akihiko hugs him, like head in the chest, deep breath hugs him.
It's starting to sink in a little bit more as this person becomes more and more human to you. They're not just that person. You might have.
They have a name.
They have a name, damn it.
You might have just done something wrong.
Yeah, Akihiko does feel really bad, and is thinking is silently praying to the only god in this goddamn world is Haster or Smiley. the kind of god. And he's just like, whoever's listening, please let them come back safely. And I think, like, gosh, my monkey comes out, just a little cape kind of starts to shine with the fervor of that prayer.
So as we leave these theater kids in Akihiko, hey there, travelers, it's your GM Lucas. I bet you're sitting there going, oh my god, an episode actually came out? That's crazy. Yep, it has been pretty much the last 7 episodes have been a month apart. It's been taking me a month to get an episode out the door. That's not to say that the workload of the episodes has exponentially increased, it's just more or less I've been so busy in life that it is very difficult for me to get these episodes done. And it has affected a few things like our downloads and all that kind of stuff, but we still have a fairly solid amount of people who are following along, which I am very, very grateful to see. We, of course, are recording the show nonetheless at a steady pace. We're actually getting close to finishing up the story. We're definitely going to finish it up this year. I'm just wondering which month it's going to be. But that'll actually give me a little bit more time to work on the editing once the story is fully recorded, because then I would use those recording days to, well, work on the show itself. All this to be said, I know that our release for Ballad has slowed exponentially. At one point we were doing weekly, then we moved to bi-weekly, and now at the moment we're monthly, but it's better not to rush things and sort of put out these half-finished products. I would rather be happy with the episode, be happy with how we set it up, everything being done, and then put it out for everybody to enjoy, whether it is the visual novel version over on YouTube and whatnot, or if it's the audio version that you're listening to in your podcatcher of choice. I do hope you'll continue to follow along our story. I can assure you that eventually I will get back into the swing of things and have episodes coming out at a regular day, but at the moment I am just living that millennial burnout while I balance too many plates for one human being, because it is what our society demands. Alright, dear travelers, enough of me wasting your time gabbing away. I just wanted to kind of give that little bit of an update that I know it's been slow, and it probably will be slow for a little bit longer, but eventually it'll get back into the norm. Thank you very much, as always, for all of your support. It has meant quite a lot. We've got so many wonderful messages these last few months, and it has helped me with feeling a bit of the imposter syndrome and all that good stuff. But anywho, let's go ahead, listen to an ad on everyone's favorite cursed radio, and hop back into this tale.
Beneath the sands of time, a castle and its undead court stirs. Deep in the darkest woods, a wild hunt rages on. And at the edge of a fallen city, a never-ceasing hunger gnaws at the ribs of unlucky souls. In the heart of Vyre, the unholy empire, Queen Saphira of the hellbound House of Fane adjusts her grandmother's crown, fully aware that she is not the only devil scheming in her throne room. And somewhere, ignorant to it all, are 4 bad heroes with no idea just how unprepared they are.
Alright, all. Without further ado, let's go see what the folks in the online crew are up to. What's happening with you, Nysla, and you, Lune?
I think I will go over and just, check in with Smiley, talk about, the plan, and, is Smiley going?
Smiley's not going, but Smiley's seeing everyone off.
Yeah.
Well, this plan's pretty exciting. It's way better than the other one I was trying to shoot down, so...
Yeah, it's something. I'm not usually a kind of, plan person, so it's very interesting, actually, coming up with these things.
Oh, plans are super good. Really help you just get everything structured out. Also makes you really realize what is it you really want from the situation. Big planner. Love to plan, but a lot of those plans that were happening in there were trash plans. Don't tell them I said that.
Yeah, there was the burn down the forest plan. Yeah.
Burn down the forest plan was one of the biggest plans there. The other one was just that the creature can't take us all. So if we all just keep charging the creature, and I don't put my foot down on much, but that one I said no.
Yeah, that's
no.
that does seem like a bit of a problem. Yeah. I kind of just did. It was like, oh, I'm gonna go to school for film. I have a film degree now. What am I gonna do with this? I don't know. I'm gonna live with my partner and work in a coffee shop until I figure this out. I think when I get out of here, I will actually try to figure out whatever plan it is.
So you went to school, you paid for a degree. You didn't have a plan what to do with that degree?
I thought it would just be pretty easy to get a job in the film industry. I was pretty wrong about that. I mean, I feel like portfolio, and I just gotta be more serious about it and showing it off. It was like I always liked movies, so it was just like I thought I'll get a degree in something I enjoy, and sort of what am I doing stuck in a video game?
I'm just saying, if we beat this game, we get out of this game, and everything actually is happening like they say it's happening, like people are dying. Really hope they're not. But just saying, if they are, whoever gets through this game's gonna be pretty famous. So I think you'll have a lot of stories to tell, movies to make about everything that's going on here. I think you'll have a few people knocking at your door.
I guess that is an upside to it.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate silver lining.
Fortunate. I will just be happy to see my partner again.
Oh, we're gonna do our best to get out of here. Don't worry. I've been talking a lot with Bernard, and I get a weird feeling sometimes that Bernard's not on a script.
Yeah, I get that feeling too.
I know they said these are the most advanced AI that have been in video games before, and that they will be able to talk with people and have full conversations, but it really feels like these are full conversations.
Yeah, I am definitely getting that. There are times where we've tripped up one NPC once. But that was from, rapid fire questioning, and it may have just, and then it just sort of defaulted back. And it's one of those things I'm gonna look into later, but I don't know. There's, this little voice in the back of my head that I have no evidence for this, being a thing, but sometimes part of me wonders if this is even a video game.
This is a menu and everything. How is it not a video game?
That's a great question. But, it's just that some things feel a little too realistic, so I'm not a computer engineer, so I can't tell you how these things work.
I do have friends who was working at the Nostradamus Corporation. I had one friend, Nor, they worked there and they helped design the headset, so I really wish I could message them now. Really, really wish.
Yeah, me and my partner was all about that. They try out security systems, and help a company figure out if their security system is good or not. But usually breaking it. But they're much more on that level than I am.
Wonder if hackers are gonna get in.
I mean, it would be interesting. And it would be a way to send messages.
Things I didn't need somebody to say out loud.
They die. I mean, would they get stuck? Would they log in? They're like, oh, I'm in. Oh shit, I'm in.
Yeah, I don't know if if somebody like tomorrow puts on a headset, can they access the game? Have we had any new people?
The players haven't gone up at all.
Maybe it's just because when everything happened, all the bad things started happening, so people were like, maybe I best not put this on.
Well, I'm gonna go make sure that everything's prepared. Best of luck out there.
Yeah, you too. I'll stop by at some point when we get back.
Lune, you are standing there with Lune 2.6, and there's so many people moving around you. Is there anything you would like to do?
Do I see anyone around me?
You do see the dwarf cake plate is there, and they're kind of sitting there, strumming their lute, waiting for things to get ready as people are getting equipped and items are being purchased.
I'll go over and talk to them. Hey there.
Oh, hey, yeah, you're one of the ones who you beat the sub boss, huh?
Yeah, but my stomach didn't feel well.
Oh, like you got sick?
More like the boss did something to me.
Oh, the chimera, right?
Yeah, the chimera. It stabbed a hole right through my stomach.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. Stomach's looking better now, though.
Oh yeah, I got healed up.
Nice.
It didn't go very well, though, well, as I thought, so.
Hey, I mean, I call that a win, so, yeah. I mean, except for the stomach part. Well, your stomach came back, you got better.
Yeah, I think I need new clothes, though.
Well, you just buy some more. I mean, it's like a gold or two. Hey, you want a sandwich? I always carry an extra sandwich with me.
Sure. I'll have one, and Lune 2.6 just take the sandwich from me and... Oh.
Do you have any control over that thing?
Kind of. Sometimes he just does what he wants, though.
Oh. So, if that creature eats, do you feel it?
I don't think so, but we can try. Lune 2.6, eat the sandwich.
And, Cakeplate's just looking over at your summon, while they're holding a sandwich. Eat it! Eat the sandwich!
And Lune 2.6 takes a bite of the sandwich and swallows it, but it just falls through them and onto the ground.
Oh, well, that was a failed experiment. Anyways, here's your sandwich.
Thank you.
Yeah, but no, I'm fully sure that we're gonna go in there. We're really gonna ace this. Just kind of take it down. I mean, it's first floor boss. Come on.
Yeah, we gotta work together as a team.
That's what I've been saying this whole time. No, let's not. Ugh. The menu. People are dying. We really gotta get this boat. Who's still in that forest is what I want to know, and who's going into that forest? At this point, it's kind of on you, right?
Oh, on me?
No, not on you, but it's on the person who goes in the forest.
That would probably be me going into the forest if I wasn't with my friends. I should probably be bait.
Hey, don't put yourself down. I'm sure you're plenty smart. You got this other creature here is sharing brains and stuff like that. You probably got double brains.
The only brain we share is the one under the belt, and that's just one.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go stand in that direction. You have fun with other you. It was good seeing you.
Do you want to add me as a friend?
Yeah. Why not? Honestly, it's very interesting. You took out one of the sub bosses. Let's go ahead. So you add Cakeblade as a friend.
I go over to Akihiko and say, "Hey, I made a friend."
Hey, that's great.
Yeah, I'm ready to beat the boss.
Just remember, you cast spells, Lune 2.6
whatever goes in, not the other way around.
Okay, far away.
Oh, but what if I have a chance to hit it with my staff?
You know.
If that chance presents
way.
itself, you can still cast spells.
Yep. I think your spells do more damage than your staff.
Oh, then I can punch it.
It's even
That's
worse.
Morrigan's thing. That's not your thing.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm a copycat. I can punch too.
No.
No.
You're not a copycat class. You're a summoner.
I guess you're right. I will let Lune 2.6 do all the fighting.
And spells.
Magic. Magic! The wibbly wobbly.
I believe you also have a spell that makes Lune strong. Your other one stronger. That's a great one to use.
Cast that all the time.
Oh, should I cast it now?
Well, not now, but when we're in there.
Yeah, when we're in there. Because, don't use your spell slots.
Just burn them on the stairs. Like, oh, I'm out of spell slots, guys. Can we do this tomorrow? So everyone is geared up. The items are all procured. Everyone is given 2 extra torches, so that people have torches on their person. That's including all of you. Everybody just starts marching down. And there's a lot of people who've come together in a crowd, because there's a lot of people still logged into this game. They just aren't very interested in joining this boss fight. So they're just watching you all just march down. And it's almost like that Lord of the Rings scene where they're all sort of marching down towards the doors. Someone comes by, holds out a flower, and the person takes the flower.
I take the flower. I put it in my hair.
Unlike those who rode to their deaths, we are hoping that you all are riding to victory. You all are heading down into the forest, and you see just out there are still a number of players who aren't in that southern forest. They're out in other areas that are still fighting mobs. They're still traveling around. You see the odd little fires set up here and there as well. And so there's definitely still active players down on the first floor, whether they know what's going on or not. They're out and about. And your large contingent is moving down into this clearing. The stairs are in the center of the dungeon map, and the southern woods are a fair distance south. Before, when you were all traveling to, say, the main tree in the middle of the swamp, that took you all probably 3 or 4 hours to do. So it's a fair walk all the way there. The nice thing is, though, because you're with such a large group, there isn't many mobs that are trying to come up and attack all of you, and if there are, they get destroyed fast. So it is not an issue at all. You're going through there, everyone is still kept up, full health, and you finally make it to the edge of these southern woods. A few of the guild leaders, they're going to the front of the group. You all as well are asked to come to the front as people are getting ready to kind of deliver this speech of "we can do it." Are any of you interested in delivering that speech, or?
Akihiko would step up. I'm looking out around me. I'm seeing a bunch of people who got suckered. Something decided that all of us were going to be stuck inside this video game. That we were going to die here. That we were going to suffer here. I see a bunch of people, quite frankly, have the widest array of jobs and pasts and reasons for wanting to live. So I want each of you to keep that in mind. That when you go through this forest, you have a reason to live. A reason to beat whatever weird monkey thing is inside here eating people. That's fucking terrifying. And quite frankly, I'm scared too. I don't want to die. But I know that we can't let whatever decided to keep us here win. So pick up your weapon. Ready your spells. Because probably for the first time in your very first lives, you get to decide what kind of person you're going to be. You get to decide the fate of your life and the lives of everyone around you. For the first time, you get to be heroes. And heroes go kick some fucking ass.
And the crowd just erupts in cheering. They're clanging their weapons against shields, armor. You see that there's some that are crying as they're lifting up their weapons, just screaming, as everyone is just ready for this. And as you all turn towards these woods, this chilly winter breeze just comes out towards you, and you begin to march. Escaping Carcosa is brought to you by the Ballad of the Seven Dice Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram by searching Ballad of the Seven Dice. Supporting our Patreon helps us pay for the show, such as hosting, equipment, and additional content for you to enjoy. Our Patreon is pay what you want and contains behind-the-scenes footage, audio dramas, one-shots, and more. You can also head over to iTunes and Spotify and leave us a 5-star review. Every review helps us fight against the horrors of the algorithm. Until next time, dear travelers, keep an eye out for that yellow sign.